Words are liminal. They're so picky, even by themselves. They yell at me when I can't pick out the right one from the pile. They hold me back from perfection or to whatever degree on that scale I could ever reach. Words are like weeds, I think. My relationship with language has changed in the past few months. A perpetual work cycle and a serious case of writer's block had me reorganizing the way I talk, and not just about music. I'm currently shrugging off this seeping toxic cloud from my shoulders and writing what I can on days I can. Now, this isn't my main outlet. On Instagram over at NoATB is where I post weekly discussions and New Music Fridays. But the creativity needed to keep an outlet going like YouTube has been drawing me out of this hidey hole that I've kept myself in. I took a break because I felt like what I was writing was too cleansed, too standard. And that's actually something I'm beginning to feel about a lot of review content, and it's not something I might ever shrug off as much as I might try new angles. So the purpose of this reintroduction is to try to hold myself to this beautiful new standard I want to try and express. To have in an eternal form a statement of myself in case I might ever forget. The communal, rapturous, natural, unnatural, suffused, personal music I love is something in this world that I think deserves a permanent fixture. Now, everything deserves a word or two in its dedication. Maturing into a loving worldview has kind of taught that to me. But I also think that the eternity of what we say on the internet is tapped with so little of the severity I think it deserves. The boundless, genreless stories of love are not, of even having a story or not, that fill these audio transmissions that we call music. It's something I look to and think deserves dedication, and not just because of the indefinite, admirable craft behind it, but also because I think that music is the soul of the social human. From Perspectives broadcast to Restless Worlds born and dead within minutes, it's more than just the entertainment that I also look to it for. It's for when my soul feels a little missing and I need someone else to make it for me. Even though the best music contains an automata that its listeners can fashion into lives for brief moments, what is also considered the worst music can be inspected for the context and the biography to understand if it's misunderstood eccentrics making it, or if it's just repugnant excursions in self-worship, or neither. Because I hesitate to say anything definite about music. It's a formless shape subtracted from and added to by those acting out in it. It can't have shape, or exist completely within genres. There exists more than what can be categorized. I think we exist in more than that. So to get closer to what I want, I'm going to stop my judgment, and along with it, scoring and hierarchy on my channel. If my whole being on this platform is to pay respect to the noise, then to best do that is to pay a word of respect for it all. And that leads me to what I want this all to be like, what I want it to look and sound like. If I'm not doing my best, not only as a reviewer, but as a writer to magnify the art that I'm so passionate about, then I've paid no respect. All I would be doing otherwise would be taking an inventory and joining a horse race for numbers and scores and percentages that just reduct from the conversation. What also shouldn't be the end of music conversation is the sometimes in-depth analysis of the production and songwriting nuances present. This to say music discussion shouldn't be a description of things you'd rather be listening to. It's a waste of time, it's redundant. What I'm circling and finding out for myself is how to describe where the soul is at. When I listen to music, I think I can hear it, but when I talk it out, it eludes me. Maybe music has a soul because it reflects the people conjuring it. Or maybe it has one because I give it one, because I'm looking for one. Maybe it feels like it's moving because in the moment it's acting out some great fantasy. This central question is what I think I want to dedicate myself towards here, using artist analyses to dive deeper into the concepts they bring up in their work, where hopefully I can find the soul of their music they've implanted right smack in the middle of their worldview. I want to dig deeper than I'm comfortable with right now because I think it's my obligation to return the love and admiration I have for music back to it. This might all seem redundant to say I want to make something good, something that lasts, something that respects. But it's less a statement of self and more a statement of faith. I'm going off of my own good faith that I'm worthy enough to make something good. More than technical proficiency, more than the chunk of space-time it exists in, more than what it even means to me, I need this music to live within that good faith. I'm glad I've had this opportunity to reintroduce myself and what I want to make going forward. I've written a lot and I have a lot slated out soon. It's going to be different content than what I tested out earlier, but I know it's going to be better and more authentically me, simply because I think I have a better idea of who that is. Thank you.